So do you think you'd pass the scream test if you got the phone call?
Hello?
The phone call.
The phone call from Ghostface.
The trivia questions, you mean? Okay. Oh, for sake.
That's a no.
That's a no. Aye.
Well, I think you have the wrong number.
Do I?
It happens. Take it easy.
Hello, welcome to Uisdean Reviews, where we'll look at films old and new, good and bad. On today's show, we're looking at Scream 7.
I'm gonna burn it all down. Mother!
So, do you still like scary movies?
Yeah, but
Maybe not this one so much.
well, it's another Scream sequel, isn't it?
Fucking kidding me.
What?
That was so fucking stupid. Pure horseshit. The death of horror right here in front of us.
I have to say I kind of enjoyed it. Felt more confident at the start than previous entries.
Sure.
I quite like the dark tone. Neve Campbell kind of front and centre again.
Yeah.
Her relationship with her daughter was quite nice.
Sure.
Some nice writing, some tense scenes, and it felt quite fresh and savage. And then by the last act, it just all the Scream tropes came flooding in, and it just fell flat for me.
Yeah. Do you mean by Scream tropes, disappointing reveal of Ghostface?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I saw it last night and the cinema was quite full, which was nice to see, and there was a collective groan at that moment.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we'll get to that. I think I kind of feel pretty similar to yourself. Maybe some of the fun and the sort of meta stuff is missing from this one a little bit.
Yeah.
We're just getting into straight sort of like horror sequel, slasher sort of territory.
Yeah, which I kind of liked because it was, it wasn't so fun and quirky. It was a bit more serious to begin with.
Yeah.
But then it did get a bit silly.
Yeah, I kind of felt similar. I think from what you're saying, it was fine, getting into it, enjoying it to some degree. But like I say, I think some of the fun was missing from it, and maybe you're not missing that. But I think the Scream IP, that's kind of a part and parcel of it. And I felt it was just kind of like, there was a contractually obliged scene in a bar where they gather everyone up. Literally, the dialogue was like, we need to get everybody together in the same place and then go over these tropes again and again. So I kind of missed it, that aspect of it, but like what they gave us just felt a bit kind of pat at this point,
Hello, Sidney. Did you miss me?
I think maybe part of the problem for me with this is there's too many films coming out now. And I think it was better, like you had an 11-year gap between Scream 3 and 4, and it was almost like Scream 4 was called into existence because of all the remakes that had happened in between.
So why are you so sure that the killer's working by the rules of a horror remake?
Well, the original stab structure is pretty apparent.
Yeah, 2 kids killed in a house when their parents are away.
And then the school's hot chick savaged beyond recognition.
We all know where it goes from there.
That gives the meta stuff something, a jumping off point for Scream 4 to do. And then there's another 11-year gap between 4 and 5. You've got I think they call it the requel in that, and it's a sort of like legacy reboot sort of stuff.
Oh my god, he's making a requel. A what? Or a legacy sequel. Fans are torn on the terminology.
God, please speak English.
And that's all kind of like good stuff. I enjoy that kind of aspect of it. But then when you crank out another sequel 1 or 2 years later, you don't have that kind of history or that kind of look back on what's happening in cinema and stuff. You've just got like, it's a continuation of the story at this point.
Sure.
So
I suppose what you're saying is that's what Scream films are known for.
Yeah.
And you kind of expect that. Yeah, I get that for sure.
Is that played out now, maybe? Are they feeling that they've kind of done that and it's just they want to just get into proper slasher sequel territory now? It feels like that a bit.
Well, they can certainly head in that direction, and this one felt more savage and I was quite enjoying it. It felt dark.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, oh, this could go in a really interesting new direction. Shall we go into spoilers?
Yeah.
People have been saying for years maybe Stu from the first film is still alive,
Yeah.
and this one kind of laid into that a little bit.
Yep, aye. Right from the start, there's a sort of bit of dialogue. I don't know. There's a couple. We'll have the cold opening sort of stuff with a couple who go to. Is it Stu's house?
Yeah,
And it's sort of been set up as a stab kind of
experience.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
And yeah, that bit was fine, and I liked the burning down the house, and I thought, oh, is this going to be thematic of what's going to come in the film? Because I think there was a poster as I was coming in with this Ghostface on the front, and it's like, burn it all down or something like that. And I thought, oh, that could be interesting.
Yeah,
you know?
it was a good start.
But it doesn't really lean into that theme,
No.
really, for me, which I thought would have been, if they wanted to have that kind of fresh slate, I suppose, and the messiness of the Scream franchise at this point, you know, you could understand that they maybe want to tie that up and move forward from that.
Oh, I'm not hiding, Sidney. Not this time.
But yeah, the Stew, I liked that it wasn't, I mean, it is the actor, obviously, Matthew Lillard, but it's not actually Stew. I like that.
Yeah, I like the idea of that, the deep fake
Yeah.
AI stuff. That makes sense.
Today, yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, you're kind of leaning into, you know, his house at the start, and
Sure.
he's such a strong performer. I
Yeah.
don't think any villains come close to him.
Oh, this is the greatest part. You're gonna love this. We got a surprise for you, Sidney. Yeah, you're gonna love this one. It's a Scream, baby. Hold on a sec. I'll be right back.
No.
So you got this kind of energy, and it's fake.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, oh, maybe it's a double bluff. Maybe he is still alive, and you'll have some sort of monstrous villain rampage at the end. And I was kind of hoping for that instead of.
Sure, I would have. I mean, I wasn't at the time, and then after the film finished, I was like, yeah, that would have been better.
Yeah.
Just go into the craziness, I suppose. At this point, you're
Exactly.
in the seventh film.
Because you got that scene in the bar where it's quite savage. You know, got everyone getting stabbed, and
Yeah, but all the kids have
Yeah.
come together and
I
stuff.
thought, oh, this is darker. This is good. But then, no.
I guess there's 3 Ghostface, isn't it? There's an initial reveal about halfway in, isn't there?
One gets run over by Gale Weathers,
Yeah, who just kind of arrives.
which is a great jump scare, but at the same time, where you're like, oh, great, she's back. Does she have to be in every one?
I'll send you a copy.
I thought there's some good tense stuff. I like the panic room scene. That was quite nicely done.
It was quite a good sort of sequence where they're behind the sort of wall and he's sort of stabbing into the wall. Yeah, that was pretty good. There's plenty of good kind of individual sequences like that.
It's up to this point, because of how savage a lot of the scenes were, you think, oh, they could do something shocking with this film. It felt like they could kill off a main character. But no, they didn't go there.
I want to be a fighter, like you.
If you hurt her.
I'm not going to hurt her until you're here to see it.
Let's unmask this fucker.
As was said, the reveal of the 2 killers, Ghostface killers in this one, has got to be, well, what I would say is if you get the first reveal and you kind of go, who's that?
I recognised him, but I did a who's that when it was a woman. I was like, who's that?
Right.
again?
Well, she wasn't much better either,
Yeah.
but slightly, I kind of recognised her a bit quicker. So it was a big problem. And it kind of feels like you're being cheated because it's like part of a Scream film is like you're trying to figure out, well, usually you know it's 2 killers, you know. I suppose that's part of the fun where you're trying to figure out who it could be.
Yeah.
But then when it's revealed that it's like 2 of the most sort of like borderline characters who've barely been in the film and barely made a mark on it, it kind of feels like cheating to me, you know.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, whereas like you think about the first film, and I know it's probably not fair to compare it to the first film, but you think about how front and centre Billy and Stu were, you know.
Absolutely.
Watch a few movies, take a few notes.
You know, you're kind of used to Scream films maybe not always having a great reveal or that kind of stuff. We've been here before, I would say 2 and 3 particularly.
6 times now.
Not great, yeah.
I have to say I have fun with all the films, to be honest, on a certain level.
Sure.
But they're all made in this massive shadow cast by the first film, which for me is still a 5 out of 5.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Scream is up here, and then I would say of the sequels, they're all sort of like in two camps for me. They're either like, oh, that was all right, or, that wasn't so great. And I could put them all into one of those two camps, I think.
Are you suggesting that someone's trying to make a real-life sequel?
Stab 2? Who'd want to do that? Sequels suck.
No, come on, man.
Oh, please. By definition alone, they're inferior films.
I mean, there's probably almost certainly going to be a Scream 8 at some point.
Definitely.
So we're gonna carry on and plan the sequel, because let's face it, baby, these days, you gotta have a sequel.
Matching the Stab films at this point.
For sure.
We're up to Stab 8, are we? In the universe?
Are we?
And don't even get me started on Ghostface's signature new weapon.
That shit is lit.
And can we talk about the title, Stab? What, just like the original? Just call it Stab 8.
I like the tone of this for the most part. There was genuinely a lot of tension, chase sequences. Some silly decisions, like when she's locked in her mother's shop and she decides to get out.
Yeah, she's perfectly safe where she is.
Yeah, there was a good amount of tension.
I think that's where it's missing the commentary, of like, from the previous films, where it's like, you might as well just go out and investigate a strange noise in the garden sort of thing.
Yeah.
You should never say who's there. Don't you watch scary movies? It's a death wish. You might as well just come out here to investigate a strange noise or something.
I think on a first viewing, I'm just going to give it a 2. I maybe go up to 2.5 on a second viewing if it irons out some of the issues for me or something. Maybe, I don't know. But for now, it's a 2, a big disappointment by the end of it, and just missing that humour for me.
Sure. I didn't mind the humour, lack of humour too much.
Yeah.
I like the dark tone of it. It just seemed it's a shame it lost it towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give it a 3 just now. It could go up or down on a second viewing. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna burn it all down.
Mother...
This is gonna be fun.
So, what did you think about Scream 7? Let us know if you agreed or disagreed. But that's all we've got for you for today. And we'll see you in the next video.
See ya.